Hello, I am the cartoonist M. Rashid. Uh, this cartoon was inspired from watch. I read like a thread where a lady was complaining about some uh, incident she was dealing with, and her comment went viral. And the comments underneath it was, of course, uh, a garbage fire. So, because there was all these 4chan poll like white dudes showing up trying to make fun of her and trying to pseudo discredit her story by making fun of her vernacular. Uh, I see this a lot. So um, it comes from the trope of the IQ thing, you know, and I've already shared the link showing that the entire IQ, the intelligence quotient test, was a scam. Like it was nonsense from the beginning, from like the Nazi eugenic, you know, era. Nonsense. It was already debunked, but they're still carrying around with it because they believe in the fantasy that uh, white people are the pinnacle of evolution and all that stuff, despite how the recessive gene, 6,000 genetic diseases spliced with Neanderthal struggle gene stuff actually functions. They still want me to believe in this fantasy of theirs. It's, it's a self-serving, delusional ignorance that they're trying to project on everybody else because of their wealth hoarding savagery. So, in this particular case, they're because they keep trying to project that black people have a low IQs thing. They associate any and everything that black Americans do with that. So anything I do, it's like stupid and low IQ, and it's just a manifestation of your stupid. Like, so that's what that this character and cartoon is coming from. It's like no matter what, just because you said it, it's stupid from that space, you know. Which reminds me, I the other day in one of those videos, I didn't get a chance to finish like a thought that I had where I was talking about I was using the church and that pedophile priest trope uh, is the reason why I'm not likely to join in those jokes because I found the smoking gun a while ago in the article showing that people without authority. I don't even know if I want to say that. They had the authority from some strange source to deliberately target people on that the sexual deviancy register, you know, and bring them in without supervision or to just like unleash them upon the people. And there's no other way to interpret that as an attack upon the church institution. Like this was a sabotage, you know, and then it was like a targeted thing where you're strategically putting these predators in these spaces and giving them access to these kids in this way. They did it on purpose to discredit the church. I'm not Christian. I am Muslim. Of course, um, I'm aware of the history of white supremacy and how it used the Christian missionary as a tool for their conquering and their, you know, populist indoctrination. And so I'm very familiar with King Leopold's letter and other items similar. So I'm not saying that that institution and how it was ran by certain people wasn't already problematic. But I'm saying that right now, as part of the conspiracy to destroy all governments and religions, that is under attack. I believe in the one God of Abraham, and I know that Christianity in and itself is not a bad thing. As a Muslim, of course, that comes with some caveat. But I'm saying when it functions the way it can and its best, we need it as a people. We need God's religions among us to keep us aright. Our job is to do it the way it's supposed to be done, not to molest it and use it for what we want to use it for. So, because that institution was under attack in that way, deliberately sabotaged, it reminds me of that the cartoon I made when I was trying to finish my thought on that with the Amazon and the distribution and the mail, and how Black Americans are our number one employer is the U.S. Postal Service. And today there's an active attack upon the U.S. Postal Service, and I think people are deliberately in those branches around the country. I suspect people are deliberately firing or chasing away, or maybe COVID got them, or all the like high performers who are helping that. For some reason, they're gone, like almost overnight, and the shitbirds are left, and you're pretending that's the way it is and how it always was, and and you're like using that as a way to like, when too many white people are like parroting the same rhetoric in a certain way, that's when red flags go up. You're trying to make a political move. That's what that means. You're trying to like get rid of that and hand it over to Bezos or something like that. That's what that sounds like. I see you like making those kind of moves. And when you're parroting a certain rhetoric across all social media, and y'all all sounding the same and doing it like the way you were sounding, trying to pressure people to take that COVID vaccine and calling them stupid and all the stuff that y'all do. When you see groups of white people moving in that way, using social media that way, it's an attack for their come up. They're doing something that's going to cause a wealth distribution in their direction. That's what that means. Because that's how you always do. All right, so it's easy to get worked up just talking about that stuff because it can sometimes be frustrating. So Yvette mentioned in the tweet that we're not going to strengthen the culture arguing online. You got to strengthen the culture by doing movement work in politics. So getting worked up about it has its place. You use that energy to do the important work. So my challenge for myself is being able to like get that material and funnel that energy into a productive place outside of my own identity as an artist. All right. Peace.